All right, we're going to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for Sanctimonious Sunday. Do you like Sanctimonious Sunday?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
What? So, listen, once again, I
think you
love
made
this
that
show.
up.
I didn't make anything up. Sanctimonious is a real word, you fuck. It means holy gathering. I'm not a religious guy. This is kind of my religion, our religion. It's Sunday. We're going to have a Sanctimonious Sunday, bro. Why is that an issue? You have an issue?
I don't know.
Then we're going to move on. So let me talk to the people. People, appreciate the love. This is episode 3. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? What's your boy that says that?
I'm really feeling it. It's Shulk.
So, Shulk, what up, bro? I'm feeling it. What is he from? Xenogears.
Xenoblade. Yes.
Xenoblade. I say Xenogears because
It is like a reference from that.
There's the same game or the same world or universe, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
They're
Xenogears.
remastering it too.
What?
Xenoblade.
I wish it was Xenogears. I love Xenogears. That's a great RPG. That's kind of complicated. It takes a fucking long time to play. Another great espionage.vr shirt I have is the Xenogears with the Square Enix on the sleeve. You ever seen that? No.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
It's dope. By the way, the shout out West Side Gun, Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Wiz Conway. My boy Conway the Machine, all them. Looking to have Conway on the show. Looking to have Benny on the show. I don't know about West Side, but I got a couple connects. Shout out Papa Nix. Shout out Money Miz for putting me on to Griselda years ago when they were just kind of, in between. Now they're bigger than life, and they deserve to be because they're amazing. Best rap group, best clique out there as far as I'm concerned. Griselda. I know you don't like West Side Gun as much, or you don't criticize him, but you just think he's like, you don't fuck with him.
Yeah, he's alright. I don't know why you like him so much and don't like Meek Mill.
Meek Mill?
Yeah,
Because Meek Mill is nothing to
West
do.
Side Gun yells a lot.
Yeah, but no, okay.
Exactly. Thank you.
Let me break it down for you, fucko. Let me break it down. The amount of art that's involved in what they're doing is far beyond some just nut job getting in a studio screaming about drugs and all this shit. Look at this shirt. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Okay,
Yeah, I respect that.
The wrestling aspect's amazing. That's one of the reasons I fuck with them so heavy. They do the hip hop shit. They do the old school. They've been drug dealers and now they're out of the game shit, right? They do the branding and the merch is something that every fucking company should strive for, and they do it independent. That's the key, bro. Independent. They don't need major labels. Granted, they just got with Jay-Z, but that's cool. That's because they built their brand independently. Then somebody like Jay-Z invests in that, makes it even bigger. That's what we're doing here at the Retro and Rare podcast. You understand?
We just got to get at Jay-Z, though.
Oh, no, I just talked to Hove. Young Hove. Changed my name to Jay Peso. In the meantime, call me William H, though. Do you know what song that's from? You don't. I'm not going to get into it.
Dead Presidents?
They're not even close. On the Platinum Yamaha, got the engine gunning, throwing it up like liquor on an empty stomach.
Big Pimpin'.
No, but in that time period, though. You're almost there.
Oh, okay.
That was like DJ Clue. Clubinati. Remember all that shit? How do you feel about the guys screaming on mixtapes back in the day? That was kind of annoying, wasn't it? I used to buy so many mixtapes, bro, from back in the day. I'd get it in my car. I'm hype. It's 18 minutes of a guy screaming on a record, and I can't even hear the song.
Funk Flex?
No, Funk Flex wasn't as bad. Let me tell you something. New York City. New York City, what's going on? It's Funk Flex. We out here. I remember Funk Flex one time. I always told this story, and I thought it was funny. And then we'll kind of get into the show, because we're being real random on a sanctimonious Sunday. And don't forget it. It's a holy Sunday, motherfucker. So here's the deal. Funk Flex, if you're from New York, it's odd. Funk Flex gets a lot of hate now, bro. I don't know what's been going on the last few years. There's a lot of DJs out for his head. I know Funk Flex kind of talks a lot of shit. But, man, my era, Funk Flex was the man, bro. First of all, he really could DJ. Not like a lot of these DJs that I don't fuck with, because I know that I'm not DJ Scribble. I'm not Funk Flex. I'm not these guys. But I've been involved in the DJ game almost my whole life, since I was a preteen, bro. Funk Flex is one of the reasons I even got into cutting and scratching. That man used to kill it on the Wheels of Steel, they used to call it, Doyle. The Wheels of Steel. Techniques 1200. Now, he got a lot of hate in the last 4 or 5 years. I'm not really sure for what reason, but I want to say I used to fuck with his old school mixtapes hardcore. He used to do like 60 minutes of funk and The Tunnel, rest in peace to Big Cap. This is kind of the hip hop breakdown of the show. But I want to tell you guys, I used to buy shit, old school mixtapes, They were the worst, though, because there was dudes screaming on shit because they're trying to advertise their shit. It was just a clusterfuck of stuff. Funk Flex didn't really do that. He was a little more mainstream. I respect what he does. I respect him as a DJ. I don't really know what he's doing now. I respect that he's into cars, so that's good. I do want to say a couple of things before we get the show started real quick. People have been super positive about the show. I don't know if they've been hitting you up too, Doyle.
Yeah, I've been seeing love.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, bro. And at Just Retro Chillin' is his ad if you want to hit him up. I'm just really excited that I'm doing something that I truly love, and I hope it inspires other people to do it. It doesn't mean go quit your job tomorrow and do this. Whatever you do, just do it. Like, fuck the bullshit. Like, how long is this? This has taken a long time to get my ass off the seat and do this. And I've had the time to do it. I've just had people in my life, like, sit me down, like, Mike, you got to get this done. You could dream. You could the pie in the sky dreams and staring at screens and doing all this shit. It doesn't mean anything until you put the rubber to the fucking road, the pen to the paper. And we're here. We're on the 3rd episode. Far as I'm concerned, people are loving the show. This is a super simplistic, free format podcast. We're going to talk gaming. We're going to talk hip hop. We're going to talk current events. We're going to talk whatever. And I'm excited about it. But before we get in, like I said, we're going to get into the show. The last time you were at my house, we were editing the last episode, had a couple of drinks, smoked a couple blunts.
Word.
Went outside to end the night like I normally do with a cigar. You smoke Al Capone's.
Baby Al Capone's Living Wealthy.
Right, because you heard it in a Tupac song as far as the lyric was concerned. I believe by one of the Outlaws, if I'm not mistaken. Baby Capone's Living Wealthy. Right, no, I'm smoking like a real man cigar. You're smoking this little Humphrey Bogart thing. But anyway, we're out there. It's about midnight. We're chilling. Everything's cool. I got my little back porch, area. We got the pool out there. I live in an old people community. It's very quiet here. You can hear a fucking bug breathing at midnight. So we're out there. I try not to be super loud because I just don't want to wake up some old person. Anyway, what do we hear, Doyle? What would you hear? What would you describe that sound as what we heard?
It was like a broken generator.
Like something bad.
Yeah.
Like either aliens were coming to kill everybody or somebody was doing hedge trimming at midnight.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
Right. And look, I figured out what it was and I haven't told you about it yet. I saved it for the podcast because I thought it was pretty funny.
We're in the middle of a swamp, so it could be Swamp Thing.
Literally. I love Swamp Thing, by the way. Shout out Swamp Thing. You're an emotional creature and I respect you, bro. Now, here's the thing. We heard this sound, what do you think? 15, 20 minutes on and off. It went on, went off, right?
And that shit was loud.
It was really loud to the point where I was concerned that someone's going to flip on their light switch, come outside yelling, what's going on? Me and him are half fucked up in my backyard at it's like 12:22 a.m. And whatever, we kind of ignored it, but it was really loud and it was, I don't know. I was really curious of what the fuck it was. We eventually went inside. You eventually went home, right?
Yeah, I had to click the right analog stick and run fucking to my car.
Yeah, I remember when
she was like, go, 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 go.
When I let you out the front door, bro. And I wasn't even doing the good boyfriend thing. Just make sure you got to the car right? Like, like you drop a girl off at a house, you got to make sure she gets inside.
Well, you never do that.
No, I was speed away. I don't really give a fuck. It's out of my hair now.
Yeah, I could get ran over by
if you would have got killed and raped by a monster, I would have found out about it in the morning and just been like, whatever, it is what it is. But, so anyway, I went back in the house. I continued to smoke more weed and drink more wine.
True.
Which was a good idea. So now I'm sitting at my counter at about 1:30 in the morning and I hear that sound again out through my window, like in the fucking backyard. And I'm like, I open my glass sliding door. Okay. And I close it and I sit back down and I hear it again. And then I'm like high as fuck and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, bro. I just close all the blinds and I just sit back in the kitchen. I drink the rest of my wine. I'm like, I don't know. It does it again. And it sounds once again like hedge trimmers, like it's just weird. Like, I don't know what it is. I thought it was a broken generator fan. That would have been weird. Okay. I'm sitting there. I go, fuck it. I got these new high powered, those LED lights I have in the backyard. I'm like, I turn them bitches on. Them shits is shining. It looks like daytime outside. I'm like, I'm going out there. Fuck it. I go out there. I go beyond the point of fucking, there's no turning back. I go deep into the back. I go by my screen door to go outside. And I hear the sound again and it was really close. And I'm like staring. I'm like, I don't know. And I stopped. And I looked around.
That's like Resident Evil shit.
Bro, it was a little bit, bro. I got into my Leon shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking around, and I have my phone out, so I got the flashlight on, but nothing's happening. I go back inside my house. I go in my bedroom. Once again, you got to understand, now it's 2 a.m. I'm paranoid. I'm high as fuck. Half drunk off of fucking 2 bottles of wine. I'm like this, out of my window with the little blind. Looking around, and I hear it again, and I'm like, yo, all right, I'm done. Whatever this sound is, it is what it is. It doesn't seem to be in the vicinity of my property, so fuck it. Right before I went to bed, I had to go outside one more time. I'm like, I'm done. I have to know what it is. I have to know if it's fucking something up. It just doesn't make sense. I look down. Remember that Miami Vice boat that I bought to go in my pool? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, you remember. It's like a speedboat from the 80s because I was stupid.
I don't even know why you bought that shit.
I was at the hobby shop one day. I thought it would be the coolest thing ever, bro. You throw one of those boats in the pool and you just, do a scene out of Miami Vice, man. It's this remote control boat. But here's the issue. That boat has been sitting in that backyard. It's USB rechargeable battery. It's been there through rainstorms, hurricanes, whatever, for 6 months. I have never charged it. It randomly turned itself on and was spinning, and the blade was hitting the concrete. That's why it sounded, that's what it was. But I looked down and I picked it up and I put it on the chair. And I looked behind I looked back outside and I put the boat on the chair. And then the chair over there started going ham. So I picked it up and slam dunked it Ewing style into my garbage can and made sure it broke into a million pieces. And then I went to sleep and woke up at noon the next day. And basically, I don't know if this story was worth it in any capacity to anybody watching this. I just thought it was fucking hilarious, bro. So let's kind of get into the show now. Give me a fucking topic that's on the list. And let's get into, well, I don't know what, we kind of discussed it. It's kind of a surprise, but give me some topics that are on the list.
All right. We got, I've been seeing people buy the Turtles arcade.
Yeah, arcade went up. So let's break down a couple things. I want to get into, I ordered the Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm sorry, I say it every time, Marvel Superheroes limited edition cabinet, 8,000 ever made, has the light up marquee, has the better speakers, has the Sanwa buttons, and some custom artwork on there. Now, I got a message from FedEx, what was that, a week and a half ago, saying it's out for delivery. Or no, you'll get it on the 27th, meaning it was 2 days away. I wasn't expecting this thing until fucking November, bro. So I'm hyped. That day comes, I even call, everyone came over, right? We're going to all build it together. I can't believe I'm getting it early. I know I pre-ordered it like the first 5 seconds it was out. Maybe it's just like one of the first orders. Never came. Called FedEx. Now it says estimated, now it says we'll let you know when there's an estimated time of delivery. Like it's just in the system. And I called them. They're like, yeah, somebody created a shipping label but never shipped it. So anyway, I'm fucked. I'm starting to see them in the stores now. Now, granted, I got the limited one. Cool. But there's already, you could go to Walmart and buy the Marvel Superheroes cabinet that comes with Children of the Atom, which is a dope fighting game. Comes with Marvel Superheroes and most importantly, the Punisher.
Oh.
Can you believe it comes with the Punisher? Like, that's really dope. The Punisher is one of the best arcade games ever made. Luckily, have it on Sega Genesis, complete with the tattoo, sealed. Forget about it. But at first I was bitchy about it because I'm like, why are they putting 2D fighting games and a side-scrolling beat-em-up arcade game? Well, how can I complain? It's fucking Punisher. It's an amazing game. So I'm excited about it, but I'm pissed off that I can't quite get it, and FedEx is being a dick, and they won't give me like a real answer. But the Turtles arcade cabinet, have you seen, like, it's not out yet, right?
Well, some people have been picking it up at Walmart, so I'm not sure if I've seen like pics of it being built, but it's out.
You've seen pictures of like the stock of it at Walmart?
Yeah, I even had somebody get a video and buy it.
Fuck, man. Shit, man. That's amazing. Like, because obviously Walmart's website had it up, I think, for pre-order, and that shit was gone instantaneously, which I expected it to be. Now, I have on good word from somebody that I know that's high up in Arcade 1-Up. They told me that they're shipping a lot of them, and they'll be available November-ish in the stores at a pretty good number. So I don't think there should be an issue. I do want it. I do have to make some kind of decision real estate-wise about where I'm putting it. I don't have any room here. I'm already putting the Marvel one. Yeah, don't laugh, motherfucker. It's not funny. I don't know what I'm doing now at this point with all this shit. It's literally, I joke, one day someone's just going to find me dead in my house under all this shit with my arm in the air. Like, it's just bad. So I'm excited to get the Marvel one. I do want the Turtles one. I am curious to see how the 4 players are going to fit, you know, with the fucking, so what is it? It's the Turtles arcade game and Turtles in Time. Am I right? It's 2 games, which is weird because they normally put 3 games on them. I'm not complaining at all. Number one, there wasn't another Turtles game, so it wouldn't make sense. I personally think they should have done, I get why they didn't, but a Konami cabinet with like The Simpsons and like the 3 best Konami arcade games. But then again, how do you pick the cabinet style? That's how they make their money. You can buy the Turtles one. Oh, and they have a Simpsons one. So I understand their marketing, but I don't know if I'm actually going to get one. And I say this, and of course one day I'm going to be at Walmart buying some bullshit and go, oh, they fucking have it. And then I'm going to have to fucking buy it, and that's just the way it's got to be. But I'm more excited for this Marvel one only because it's limited, and as a collector, it's just cool. I already have the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, and I love these things. Have you seen the tabletop ones? They're called head-to-heads.
Nah.
So it looks like this table. It's a little smaller, I would assume. It looks like the old Pac-Man.
Oh, the flatbed.
They call it head-to-head. But what's cool about it is you could still play Street Fighter because the screen on your side like flips over. I forget how they said they did it. It's like a split screen, but
I used to play football on them, like Sunday football. Those were cool.
What do you mean?
Like they used to have the table, and they used to be able to look down on the screen and like roll like the football players in different directions.
For real?
With the ball, almost like Golden Tee. But football.
Oh, I never heard of that.
That was sick. Yeah,
I like that. I like that concept of the tabletop because you can put the fucking drinks down on it. They also have the miniature bar, whatever they call it, bar stool tabletop arcades too for about $300. The ones that are the table one that I'm talking about are about $500 or so. They're a little bit sketchy, and I'm not sure how well they're gonna sell. Also, I'm curious how you put those together, because these aren't terribly hard to put together. Some people like putting shit together. You know me, I dread it. That's why I call all you guys, and I'm like, I'll buy dinner and here's beer. Please put this together. I just want it together. If they had an option to deliver it already together, I would take it. I'm not into building the fucking thing. I'm not Bob the Builder. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't make no fucking sense to me. But I am overall excited about it. I just, once again, the real estate in this room, man, is getting to the point where I'm like, I don't really know if this place can contain anymore. That fucking poor office, it's been taken over. Carnage came through and just took it over.
That was the annex.
Yeah.
Annexation.
Yeah, it's over. It had to be, bro. Separation anxiety type shit. But hey, it is what it is. The only thing you can do is buy more shit and hope for the best. Am I right?
Word.
You know what, bro? We're doing a segment on the show, Item of the Day. Today's Item of the Day. Take a look.
Oh, snap.
Bro, this is one of my favorite things in my collection.
That's just a GameCube with
Can the camera
decal
see
on.
this? How's the camera seeing it? Is it seeing it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So
That's just a sticker, though.
I'm going to slap the shit out of you. Just a sticker. Well, here's the thing. You know me, I don't collect Japanese. I usually only collect gaming related items, NTSC America shit, right? And that's not because I'm weird and I hate everything not America. A lot of what I do is nostalgic ties. I have no nostalgic ties to a Foxhound GameCube. However, it's Metal Gear Solid related, and it's a limited edition console, which I never was really huge into the limited edition console, but this thing is pretty incredible. It even comes with like the original games. Look how these games, these cases that they come in for fucking GameCube.
Should I zoom in?
No, if you touch the camera, you're dead. We discuss this every week, bro. I mean, we can continue to discuss it, but the answers always remain the same. You're dead. Now, this is Twin Snakes, I guess is what it is in Japan, but I really love Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of Liberty is my favorite game. This is kind of based on that, and they gave you, I have the box for it over there. It's incredible. I got it at Gamers Inc. Orlando, which is a local shop, not really local to here. It took me fucking an hour and a half to get there, but I fuck with them. So I went over there about 6 months ago. Whenever I go to that store, because it's so far, I'm already committing to spending a decent amount of money to make my trip worth it. Now, they don't always have the best shit there. This time they had this. It was kind of pricey. I picked it up anyway. It's one of those things that I didn't buy because I'm going to flip it or I'm really giving a fuck how much it's worth. It is a limited console. It is something that I feel like it will be worth money in years, but whatever. I just feel like we're going to do an item of the day. This is kind of today's item of the day. People liked when we did, what did we do the other week? We did Sega Genesis Mini. What did we do the first show? Oh, the sneakers.
Oh, the sneakers.
And that was cool. So if you guys have a suggestion for item of the day, and maybe we'll switch the name because it's generic, but if you have a suggestion about it, just hit me up. I'll pick something out of the collection. I'll put it here. I'll give a brief little talk about it, and we'll see what's up. What's another topic we got going on today?
Oh, we got the Call of Duty on mobile.
Okay. Now it's time for me to do my moonwalk, little backpedal. Because not that I talk shit about mobile gaming last episode or the one before.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Well, I don't like Pokemon Go. That actually is garbage. But you know what? People enjoy it. I don't really care. They had the weird English kid that made that song that you love, that you play when you pull up to my house, which is weird. I don't know why that is. But mobile gaming is really not for me. I haven't been into mobile gaming, specifically independently made kind of. I appreciate developers. Anybody pushing gaming culture forward, I'm with, so I'm not hating. Me personally, I've never been into mobile gaming. Now, except for Final Fantasy Mobius. But that was more of, I could watch a TV or a podcast and I can kind of click through it and I gain points and it's simple. Call of Duty. Number one, let's talk about Call of Duty. Not the biggest Call of Duty fan. You already know this about me. I'm a huge FPS fan. I love first-person shooters. Doom, Quake, I like the fast pace, the quick spawn. I'm not a battle royale guy at all. I like team deathmatch. I could do capture the flag, and I like one-on-one shit. Well, all man for himself. I am so impressed with Call of Duty Mobile, bro. I am so impressed. Hey, have you played it yet?
No, I haven't.
After the podcast, I'll boot it up on the old iPhone here. Let me tell you. Shout out Duncan, your boy. He put me onto it. He came over the other day. We were just gaming. That's why I love when Duncan comes over, because we just game. There's no bullshit. We won't worry about getting fucked up. It's just like he just wants to game, and I love that about him. So we're chilling. He goes, bro, did you play this Call of Duty fucking mobile game yet? And I'm like, bro, I'm not playing. What are you talking? He's like, dude, I'm just letting you know. It's pretty fucking good. And he's not a huge mobile guy, but I saw it on Instagram. Somebody posted about it, but it was something quick. It was in a story, and I'm like, whatever. I downloaded it, 2 minutes into it, addicted. I played like 30 matches in one night. I'm like level 14 already. So it uses like the controls on the screen that people hate. They're not bad at all. They're like, you can tell, this is like as good as buying a $60 game, that like the new Call of Duty. Like, it's legit, bro. And if you're into a first-person shooter, buy it. It's free. Don't buy it. Don't pay for the add-ons. It's free is what I meant to say. So if you want to be nuts and buy weapons and all this other shit, cool. But you don't have to buy a season pass. You can just link up with your friends, or you just play random multiplayer matches. To me, it's one of those what I call great in bed at night games, where you're just chilling before you go to sleep and you want to fuck with your phone or whatever. Great game. It was way better than I thought, and I'll be honest, I'm really surprised that I'm into it this much. Like, I'm itching even to play it now, man, like just to get a couple rounds in. And it's cool to me because everybody's on the same page, it feels like, because everyone's in a little bit of a curve with the way it works. Whoa, shit. Everyone's in a little curve with the way it works because it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than any mobile game I've ever played, especially a first-person one. And apparently, like we said last week, you can use the PS4 controller, but I don't think you could use it with that because we were talking. I bet you they have some kind of block for that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of whack if that was the case.
Well, but they have a thing where they detect now if you use a keyboard and mouse on the new, I forget what first-person shooter is, but it's cross-platform.
Oh.
And they know who's using a keyboard and mouse from PC or PlayStation or Xbox. They group everyone together. So all keyboard and mouse go over here. It's the way it should be. Keyboard and mouse definitely gives you an advantage. There's no doubt about it. And you know me, I got the mechanical 1995. I'm hacking the mainframe. I love it. I probably just blew out my computer.
Hackers?
Yeah. Great movie. Again, every time we mention Hackers, I will say Angelina Jolie, fine as fuck, and it's a great 90s movie. I love it. Now, give me another topic. I love the mobile Call of Duty, but what else do we got? Anything? Well, man, I'm still on my moonwalk again. Backpedal. Mikey backpedal this episode. That's the name of it. I'm always Doyle, backpedaling means when you say something and you were wrong, so you have to go back on what you said. You look at me like I'm a caveman sometimes. What the fuck is wrong with you? You never heard someone say, I got to backpedal on what I said?
No.
Jesus Christ, bro. What do you... All right, anyway. So I'm backpedaling on what I said about thrifting. I'm still not all in like I was in fucking 1999, 2004. Like when I first started thrifting hard. It's not the same game, but I'm going to tell you. The other morning I woke up. Get up. It's like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. Somebody I follow online. Shout out my boy Jassoon. Jassoon is a dope producer, New York City. He works with Nems. He makes really dope music, and I've been following him a long time. I talk to him. He's that guy that does my guy. Hey, my guy. You ever heard him, bro? If you anyway, if you want to see some funny motherfucker that's like a boom bap historian with samples, he does thrifting. He does it. Jassoon. I think it's Jazzson. I believe it is. That's my boy though. He's dope. So, and he makes me miss New York. I used to tell him that all the time. I'm like, bro, when I see your videos, because he'll just be in Queens or Brooklyn or someone just filming, it just makes me miss that aesthetic and that vibe. So, one morning, because I'm disgustingly addicted to my phone and Instagram and everything, the first thing I do is I open my phone, I check my email, then I go to Instagram. I see his story, and he's like in his car, like he does most of the time, and he's talking about, you know, I'm going thrifting today, I'm going to the spot, like I feel good about. I don't know what it was, bro. Just the way he was talking or what he said, or it hit me. I hopped out of my bed. I instantly threw on some clothes, brushed my teeth, grabbed a Red Bull, and left my house and went to my thrift spot that I haven't been in a while. And to me, that's how thrifting goes. You get a feeling. And I know it's kind of just like, ooh, like hippie shit, but I got a feeling, bro. And I'm not saying I went to the thrift store that day and made $1 million, and that wasn't the point. But it was weird to go from waking up to being like excited as fuck in my car, fucking driving, having my Red Bull, thinking about what I'm going to find. Now, there's a thrift store. It's fairly far away. It's not crazy. It's like 15, 20 minutes max. And over here, everything is that far. I go in there, and I think I told maybe even on the new podcast about this place where you walk in and there's the VHS tapes on the right and the DVDs, and there's some video games. The video games are all priced at $2. The VHS tapes are all priced at $1, and then DVDs are $1. Quick tip for newer thrifters: if you go to a thrift store or a Salvation Army or a garage sale or whatever, always look in CDs, because CDs you're going to find Dreamcast, PlayStation, all the games that came in a jewel case, right? There's a couple bullshit sports games as I'm looking through. There's Madden, there's this and that. There was a lot of games that don't have games in a case. Always check the cases. There's a lot of switcheroos, as we call them. 5 out of 5 PlayStation 2 games, all different games. Like Vice City had NHL 2001. Like they were all fucked up. I got NASCAR Thunder 2002 for $1 on PS1 because it's a late release PS1 game. Why not have it for $1, right? And I'm walking around, and I don't know if you saw, did you see that sketchy ass doll that I saw?
No, I haven't.
You didn't see that video?
No.
So I'm walking around and I see a fucking doll, and this thing is, I mean, it looks like literally Satan came in today and donated a fucking doll to sell at a thrift store. Like, it was bad, bro.
That's still charity, though.
I did the ill zoom in video on it. The eyes were like a tint of red, and I just put DMX Damien over it. It was bad. It scared the shit out of me, bro. I still have the phone. I'll show a video on my phone.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't buy it.
Ah.
What do you think? I'm going to bring that into this house? Yeah, I wake up at 3 a.m. and it's just sitting on the foot of my bed like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm walking around, and when I go to thrift stores, just like when I go to video game stores or whatever, I go into paranoid collector mode, where anybody else that comes in, I'm like, what are they looking at? What are they here for? What if they find this shit and I don't find it? And they're like, what is he over in the corner? What is there? Something good over there? Like, I get nuts about it. You know what I'm saying? So I go through, and luckily my eyes are kind of trained. Like, I feel like Terminator T-800 or even a T-1000. It's a learning computer. I even think when I scan the shelves, bro, I'm able to fucking go through CDs and look for the NTSC, meaning it's a PlayStation game, like instantly. Like, I can go through 500 CDs and I could pick out the one PS1 game, which I did. It was like 2 of them. No big deal. What I did find that I'm not that savvy on, but I got excited about, was that Fantasia VHS. So I found the masterpiece VHS. There's a Black Label masterpiece. It's apparently worth a lot of money, but there's a lot of foo-foo shit going on eBay where people are listing them for $500, but they're selling for $2, $3 sometimes, but they're missing shit. They're broken. It's not the same case. It's a reprint. This thing was never used. You can tell it was never put in a VCR. All the tape is rewound to the left side, and it's got the white thing from the original, and then it has the registration card, everything. I'm not a VHS collector. For all I know, it's a $5 VHS. I know some of them, the Diamond series of Disney shit, I've seen them for 30 grand. I don't know. I'm not into it enough to really know. But for $1? Because it was on a table full of Disney shit. Obviously, a Disney collector just donated shit to a thrift store, right? So I'm looking around. I also find a D12 M&M visor. Did you see that?
Oh, shit.
So check it out. There's a D12 visor that's fucking pretty dope, and I think it's pretty rare because I can't find it online. And I bought a couple of other random things, maybe I think I bought a LeBron James Cavaliers Hummer that was in a Matchbox thing that came out when he got drafted. It was actually a controversial truck. That's the one someone bought him, and it was right before he went to the league. So like, did someone illegally buy it for him, or he was in high school, he never went to college? But it's funny that they made a Matchbox car out of it. So the point of my story is, I get to the counter, and the guy goes to ring me up, and it was $6. A lot of the shit doesn't have prices, and sometimes, and like the Disney shit was on a different table, and there was no price. Like, sometimes thrift stores, and the reason I don't go, they're assholes, and like, oh, that's a $75 VHS tape, and I'm going to be like, bro, what? So he was like $6. So it's funny to me that I'm used to going to a game store, and I spend $300. Like, here's $6, and I got some cool shit. The problem with thrifting is, and this is why some people love it, is that might not happen every day. You might go to 8 hours of thrifting and find nothing. So that's where we have our difference. You think it's worth it to drive around all day because you might find, you always bring up the fucking stupid Vince Lombardi jacket.
Yo. Well, I found Super Bomberman 2 for 75 cents. That wasn't bad.
Doyle, how many hours, let's just talk about how many hours you've done thrifting in your life. Let's say 200 hours. What's the best thing you ever found thrifting?
Super Mario Sunshine, GameCube.
How much?
It was like $1.
And how much did that game go for?
Now it's probably going for like 35 at the most.
So you made $30.
Yeah.
Okay. Super Copa when you first started, and you didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
You saw it for 90 cents, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now that's like a $70 game. It might be even more now. It was then. Okay, that was decent. But did you buy it?
Oh,
Right.
shit.
You didn't buy it. You know what that reminded me of? And I hate to go off on a tangent, but I'm going to get this in eventually. Who's your favorite character that I always do? Howdy, folks. Fire Marshal Bill here. Going door to door looking for fire safety hazards. Mind if I give your place a look around? It's free. Wait, you don't like Fire Marshal Bill all of a sudden? That's my boy, bro. I don't know why it's whatever I just said reminded me of it. Jim Carrey's a genius. I don't know about new Jim Carrey. Are you down with woke Jim Carrey? It's a little weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's a little off, and he's just saying like he's basically what he's saying, and it translates. And I'm sorry I got off on this tangent, but welcome to the Retro and Rare podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like this tangent. I don't like this idea that he has of, I'm this super millionaire, but now I've realized the reals of life because I have all the options and I know what's good and not, and I'm going to tell you what's right and wrong because I've got 100 mil, and life really isn't that great even with 100 mil. There's still problems. There are starving children. Yeah, all right. Hey, Jim, go ahead and give me that Ace Ventura check then, bro. You can go ahead and help all the kids that are starving and do what you got to do. If you don't need the money, I got you, bro, because I could do shit with the money. So I have no idea why I just praised and hated on Jim Carrey in 30 seconds. I respect Jim Carrey. I'm just like mostly everything, like the old school. I'm into Ace Ventura. I'm into Fire Marshal Bill.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Bro, we landed on the moon. Bro, there's never a time, I don't care what anybody says, that Dumb and Dumber won't be funny. It's top 5 to me, funniest movies ever made. It might even be in top 3. I can't even believe that somebody would ever say that that's not one of the greatest, most fun. Now, the other ones were stupid. The Dumb and Dumber 2 and all that other bullshit. Just like anything. They waited too long. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Fire Marshal Bill's the man. Ace Ventura's the man. Jim Carrey's the man. I just don't fuck with woke Jim Carrey. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool dude. But anyway, this was kind of a fun random episode. We're going to keep these episodes going. I think the goal is 2 a week is what we're going to do.
That's not bad.
The first week or so. Now I think this is the 3rd episode. We're going to put it out tonight. We're going to upload it up. And I think we're going to let it rock until next Monday. And when we come back from that break and we do the 4th episode, we're going to have more details on the giveaway, Sega Genesis Mini, PlayStation Classic, and bonus items. And before I get out of here, I want to give a shout out to one of the sponsors of the show, people that helped me out, Chalkline Official on Instagram. The best, what I feel, is nostalgic-based turtles, sports, wrestling, video game-related clothing, jackets, everything. They have the coolest shit, and what's really dope is they have a dope Street Fighter jacket that's coming out. Have you seen that yet?
No.
I saw the concepts. My boy Curtis, he does the design. He showed me, bro. Enter Retro 15 at checkout. You get 15% off, even on the new shit. Retro 15 at checkout gets you 15% off. That's pretty solid. They're great people. They're hooking me up with some stuff. I might include it in the giveaway. You know what I mean?
I did see the turtle shit. That shit's crazy.
It's unbelievable. They're really good people, and I'm really excited to be working with them. So definitely support them because they support the show. And I think we'll shut it down from here. We're going to see you guys in about a week. Until next time, peace.